Hey, everybody. Hope you're having a great week. The one really important need to know is Christmas at the Farm is coming up Friday, December 2nd from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. If you've been a part of this in the past, you know hundreds of people in our community are blessed by this, not just our church family with a live nativity and a petting zoo and hot cocoa and hay rides, and just the nostalgia is really thick. If we get really lucky, maybe we'll have a little dusting of snow. That'd be pretty magical there. A couple of things I wanted you to know. One of the things we started last year is what we call a low sensory hour. This is just a did you know. This is not something we need you to do anything about, but the hour before the event starts, for families that maybe need a little bit less of the noise and the activity for whatever reason, we have what we call a low sensory hour, kind of putting some sleeping bags over the hay rides and dropping down the music and just making sure the environment is safe and comfortable for those families that's a blessing for. So I just wanted to share that is so cool that we got that ask, we got that idea, and we have faithfully pulled it off last year and then again this year. Low sensory hour, love that. Hey, there's a lot of volunteer opportunities for you to serve. You can check out a whiteboard in the Great Hall or just email us if you're interested in serving, because with these several hundred people coming to this event, we want to make sure we have our best foot forward, and that means we need you. So please help us in all the different ways we need volunteers. We'd love for you to help out for Christmas at the Farm. And then the last thing about that event is, maybe the most important thing you can do is invite your friends, invite your neighbors, invite your classmates, coworkers, whatever it looks like for you. We would love for you to help us bring people into this magical, awesome scene, Christmas at the Farm. So with that, I will turn it to Pastor Brent Cunningham.
Great. Thanks, Pastor John. Hey, small groups. This weekend, we were looking at the idea of how truth interacts with the idea of worship and singing. And so I just want to throw a couple questions out that might be kind of interesting for a group discussion. Number one is, I talked about in the message this idea of different decades of music. And I'd be curious to hear from you guys, for you to have a discussion of what decade of music did you grow up in? You know, was it 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever it might be? And what would you say was the overall message in that decade about how to approach life, how to handle as life comes to you? And then number two, I mentioned this idea that Martin Luther, the great 16th century Protestant reformer, he said that the very best way to teach theology is by the pulpit. It's by the Bible. It's by preaching. But he said the second best way, the second most effective way to get theology into people's hearts and minds is music, is song. And so I would be curious for you guys to talk about this idea that what role has music played in the formation of your own theology, your own understanding of God and his purpose for you and life. And, can you even, name, are there particular songs that you would say, man, this song is a part of my theology. It has informed how I think about God and his purposes in my life. So I hope you guys have a great small group get together, and thanks so much for being a part of this series playlist.